What is up, Most Knuckles? JJ back here from Pure Bets with another free pick for you. Sounds going to be Major League Baseball for Tuesday, August the 2nd. Game's going to be played between Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. Going for the Rangers is Spencer Howard, and for the O's is Jordan Lyles. Current betting spread is Rangers money line minus 120. Total 8.5. All right, so the winning streak for these solo vids snaps at 3 games with the play dropping from Friday night. Under 7.5, San Diego, Minnesota. Oh, what an odd start from Joe Ryan. I think he had over 20 swings and misses and also gave up 5 home runs. He gave up more than 1 home run in just 1 start all season, and we're not exactly talking a small sample size. And by the way, that 1 start he gave up more than 1 home run. It was 2 total. Gave up more than double the amount of home runs he's given up all season in a single start, and did so in the friendliest ballpark. Their pitcher-friendliest ballpark, but it's like I always say, totals are based on, predictable foot traffic, and for the most part, I felt like it was relatively limited. I don't think there was a runner in scoring position until the 4th inning. However, there was 4 runs already by that point with all the home runs. We'll call it home run variance, but I mean, yikes. I'll say this, if you're predicting overs and unders, based on dingers or home runs, if you will, I feel like you're really doomed for failure in the long run. I mean, Ryan gave up a lot of hard contact in that start, but I play that number every time now. Maybe the better play was Snell at home, considering I basically knob slobbed him for 1.5 minutes on that video. And he's been good. He's kind of finding his form again, but of course, hindsight 2020. And look, Ryan's also been a model citizen all season of being consistent and not giving up homers. I mean, look, I digress, but, remember, you do your best to evaluate your bets, whether they win or lose in the most objective manner. And that's a lot of home runs in that park for Ryan. So I feel like I've had worse reads on games, but needless to say, cash is king. And that bet ripped up in the 5th inning. We move on, but you guys always know I like to talk through the logic, win or lose. Also felt a bit snake bitten this weekend on live shows. Went 2-3 overall, -1 U plus the VIG, right? 2 rocking chair winners and 3 losers, all at the number. Any of those obviously swing the other way late, and sure. But look, no crazy harm, but it did feel like a 5-0 sweep was in the cards. Okay, so real quick, since it's August, I guess I'll update you on my weight loss challenge with the wife. Currently right now, I'm slightly above 205. So yeah, a little 5+ pounds to lose this month of August for me to win this bet, be back to 200 pounds. I also refuse to lose more than 2 pounds in a week. So I promise you it will be a photo finish regardless. Stay tuned. All right, look, let's move on to this Tuesday play. So, boy, do I have this price cheap for the Rangers. Yes, both pitchers here have been bad, but there is some rhyme or reason here in regards to home road splits. Both these guys are just ridiculous in these categories. I fired on Rangers money line -112 at FanDuel, but lucky for you, -120 is still favorable, and that's at FanDuel. Line should be hovering between -135 and -140 here on my end. So yes, still love the spot. So let's start with Jordan Lyles, who enters here off one of his best starts of the year, 5 innings, no earned. I know. That's your best start. One of your best starts of the year. Can't be a great year, all things considered. Sad for him, though. He goes back on the road for this. And by the way, his road WOBA, 378 to both sided plated batters, 536 slugging, and an ERA north of 6 if you're into ERA. Texas has plenty of capable bats to take advantage of these splits. And on the other side, Spencer Howard, who for me is a glorified quad A guy, if you will. A guy that's fairly dominant in AAA, gets a ton of strikeouts, gets a ton of soft contact in AAA, but seems to always struggle in the majors. By the way, guys like this always end up being rock stars in the KBO. That's a career path for Mr. Howard. Anywho, he's a much better arm in Texas, but the sample is still quite small this season. Needless to say, I like my chances for him to outduel Lyles here. Let's also not look past a few losses for the O's in a row here. And on the brink of the bullpen, especially on Sunday, cost me some cash with the bullpen. This team's been going streaking for quite some time, been a cash cow for many, but we know the sport ebbs and flows. And now, of course, I'm filming this before Monday's game, so I don't have that result. So don't hold me to that fire, regardless how that ends. But also, Texas found some recent success in their series with the Angels. Now, let's be honest, though, what team hasn't found success against the Halos going back 2 months now? The O's also dealt Mancini today, which to me is interesting. You always wonder what a move like this does to a locker room, especially with how long he's been an Oriole and also what he's gone through. And the trade just didn't even make a lot of sense. And if you look at it from all angles, Mancini is not having a bad year by any means, which, again, makes the move super odd for a team in contention. As for bullpens, we know the O's pen has been one of the league's best, but Texas's bullpen continues to pleasantly surprise late into the year or getting later into the year. The edge, of course, is in favor of the O's, but it's not that much, especially if either team has the lead. I do really like Texas's closeout guys if they have a 1, 2, or 3 run lead late in the game to shut this out. Now, overall, based on the home road splits, I get the much safer starting pitcher here. I'd argue we have many more bigger threats in the lineup in Texas. Bullpens are near wash, but that's not exactly totally fair because the O's are a little favorable there, but we'll call it slightly favorable. The Rangers are also at home, and we get all these advantages for the low price of -120. Look, win or lose, thank you for the value. So, yes, Rangers money line -120. FanDuel New Jersey, may the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you fall over onto Lego pieces. Also, do realize I have switched back up to the black hat, black sweatshirt. I think the last show where we lost, I went backwards, black hat. Nope, we're back to the basics. And look, folks, as always, drop comments below your thoughts in the vid. Let me know who you're betting for Tuesday's slate. You guys know I always get back to you in the comment section. So fire away, even if you just want to say hello. I'll be back on Wednesday with the PGA crew. Joey Work will have you covered for the next 2 nights in this sport. I'll be back Friday with another MLB play before the weekend. But look, until then, folks, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and as always,